Damn, people! How do we get here?
Hey!
Well, they just killed her, and they're all been arrested for murder. Ooh, little earning a hate. Welcome to another episode of Earning the Hate.
Back up! Hey! Back up!
Okay, so raise your hand if you think she had a knife. Raise your hand if you think she had a gun. Raise your hand if you think she had a hammer. Yeah, she had a hammer. And she was inside. No threat. And they opened fire and killed her.
Because of this incident, they are recommending murder charges against 3 of San Antonio's finest. 3 San Antonio police officers in trouble tonight after an early morning shootout.
Texas cops are freaking out of control. I don't understand why Texans have not reeled in their freaking cops. But, you know, there's just this stupid, ignorant, old school mentality that you have to support the cops or you're no good. And the cops are always good. They're always great. They're always perfect. Even though they lowered the standard, they're not hiring good cops. They keep and retain bad cops. And cops don't turn in bad cops. You still have to love all cops. Otherwise, you're the problem. It's just ridiculous.
A woman gunned down in her own apartment. Video showing the officers opening fire as she approaches her door with what the police chief says was a hammer.
Approached her own door in her own home with a hammer. Shot and killed her. Dead. Multiple rounds. Nothing to see here. Officer safety. Hey, our heroes have got to be safe.
After reviewing the evidence of this case and speaking with the District Attorney's Civil Rights Division, warrants were issued for the 3 officers who shot and killed Melissa Perez. The 3 officers are being charged with murder. They've already been taken into custody.
Okay, so I think murder is overcharging, and the problem with overcharging is DAs will overcharge knowing that a jury won't convict, but they get to look strong and say we charged the cops, it's the jury's fault. So when you hear these false charges and the jury lets somebody go, if you're stupid and uninformed, you go, well, at least the DA tried. If you understand the system and you understand how they're being played, they knew damn well they couldn't justify murder. You have to have intent to go kill somebody. Nobody had intent to go kill this woman. They were stupid. They shouldn't have. They fired when they shouldn't have. Manslaughter, maybe attempted murder, maybe, she died. Murder is just too high of a charge. And you're not going to be able to show intent. The DA's not going to be able to get a conviction. And guess what? Everybody will be happy saying, well, at least they tried.
William McManus, flanked by the city manager, detailing the actions of his officers that he believes deserve murder charges.
The 3 officers
Well, the chief threw these 3 guys under the bus big time.
are identified as Sergeant Alfred Flores, Officer Eleazar Alejandro, Officer Nathaniel Villalobos. All are veterans of the police force. Word of the arrest and the chief's news conference happening just within the last 40 minutes.
Our Avery Everett was there. She joins us live from Public Safety Headquarters now. Avery, the chief took no questions during the briefing, but he did give his condolences to the woman's family.
Oh, I'm sure that meant a lot. If you kill somebody I care about and the police chief says he's sorry, how can you feel bad?
Yeah, Steve, Patty, Chief McManus identified that woman killed this morning as 46-year-old Melissa Perez. He says SAPD and the DA's office will now start 3 separate investigations, all looking into exactly how this happened and how we move forward from here.
Okay, raise your hand if you think at some point somebody's going to say, this is not a reflection of all the good and loyal and highly trained officers that are working the streets. They always say that when they get caught.
Officers first responded to a vandalism incident. Chief McManus says
Vandalism? Vandalism.
Perez was having a mental health crisis.
Mental health? Oh, shocking. She needed help. The police came with guns and killed her. Help delivered.
When officers tried to speak with her, he says she first threw a glass candle at an officer and then later swung a hammer at them twice. That's when Chief McManus says
They're climbing through a window. They climbed over a rail. They don't have a warrant. I'm not real sure why they're going in there for vandalism.
Officers fired. He apologized to the family of the victim, saying this shooting, well, it doesn't reflect SAPD.
This event does not accurately reflect the high level of dedication and commitment demonstrated by our over 2,500 officers, nor should it undermine the extensive and advanced training we provide to ensure the safety of both our officers and the community that they serve.
Well, whatever training that you're bragging about that protects the public, it obviously didn't damn work. She's dead, you big dummy.
Thank you, Avery. And I remember from the earlier reports we did on that shooting this morning that neighbors described this woman as nice, and they wondered what went wrong. Of course, we'll continue.
Oh, the neighbor said she was nice. Oh, if she yelled mama before they shot her, it'd be even more better. She'd get a statue, be a hero. So here's where they got different body cam footages of the different officers. Now, the woman, for having a mental health crisis, she's aware enough to say you don't have a warrant and you can't come in. That doesn't sound like somebody that's mentally unstable. But
You ain't got no warrant.
Let's go. Move. Hey, what's up?
that didn't take long.
Back up.
Man, these guys, I mean, if I was on that porch, I'd be really scared. 4 officers, bulletproof vests, guns, tasers. We got the numbers. And a woman's inside that house coming at me with a hammer. Damn, I'm scared. Officer safety. Kill him.
You ain't got no warrant.
You don't have no warrant. She ain't that much in a mental health crisis. She knows that. And I'm kind of wondering what they use as an excuse to go over here. They were in no jeopardy. No one else was in jeopardy. She was in her own house. I'd really like to see the police report on what they wrote, why they decided to force entry and to force a deadly force encounter and kill this woman over an initial vandalism call. Oh, and I think she threw a lamp at him. Oh, that's pretty serious. Let's kill her.
Back up.
Was this guy aiming or was he just squinting and squeezing? I don't know. He just looks like he's squinting and squeezing. I think his eyes were shut. Freaking Mr. Magoo and shit. Can't see, just all shoot and point and fire. What the hell?
Back up. You ain't got no warrant.
5 officers. You got the body cam and the 4 in front of you. 5 officers. And they're in fear of their life. Oh, a lot more than 5. It looked like 6 or 7 officers. All right. Well, I think it's earning the hate. They're getting charged. I don't think they're going to get convicted of murder, but we'll see. We'll end that there.